No idea that Angel was going to be there either. I'm sure Lucinda was up to her old tricks again. You know, I told her to stay out of my private life.
I told her the same thing. But you had to know the minute you accepted her offer that this sort of thing was going to start happening.
Well, the only reason I accepted the offer was because you told me it was over for us. I was hurt, and I guess I was trying to get back at you somehow.
Holden, how could you make a decision like that out of spite?
I admit it was stupid. But in my heart, I still believe that it's not over for us. Maybe we can get past all the things that have happened somehow.
No. We have hurt too many people. And it just keeps getting worse. I was out at the farm. Julie's run off. She's left Oakdale.
I appreciate you bringing that by, Andy, but Julie wrote that letter for you.
Yeah, but it's mostly about you.
You have any idea why she might have left?
No, but, I have a gut feeling that Tonio's involved. I mean, it's right in Julie's contract that he's not supposed to be there at the shoots, and I'm sure that threw her off when he showed up. He claims that she called him at midnight, saying that she was quitting, but I don't believe that because she told me herself that she'd see me in the morning.
Yeah, I would do anything to keep Tonio Reyes away from this family.
Andy, I know I promised you I'd tough this out, but I can't. Something's made me realize I can never go back to Oakdale. I've caused so much pain for too many people. I would have written to Caleb, but I was afraid he'd tear it up. I don't blame him for hating me. I only hope that someday he realizes how much I really do love him. He gave me so many wonderful memories, and for the first time in my life, I had a wonderful family to call my own. I'm so sorry I threw it all away. I only pray that one day Caleb will get past all the hurt and anger and find someone who really deserves him. The only part of my life I haven't destroyed is our friendship. And I know that's because of you, Andy. You and Lisa have been the two people in my life who've accepted me and found it in your heart to understand, even after knowing the worst. I enclosed a note for Lisa. Please give it to her and tell her that I love her. I'll be in touch. I love you too, my dearest friend, Julie.
I really did feel it, didn't I?
No, yeah.
It wasn't my imagination.
No, the swelling must be going down. The cortisone is really working.
I think it's the first time in my life that my prayers were ever answered. Now I take that back. The first time was when you made me face my addiction and you helped me through it.
Hello again.
Oh, hi. I had some business here at the hospital, so I thought I'd stop and tell Susan I was sorry about her accident.
But you changed your mind. I don't blame you. Have you any idea what's going on with Duke?
No, I don't. But, you know, we've all tried to talk to him. Tom thinks we should just give him some space, and he'll tell us when he's ready to.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, he accused me of pushing on him like I pushed on Andy.
Oh, well, listen, we all have a tendency to get a little overbearing when we're concerned about somebody we love.
True. He asked me, you know, why I was so sure I was his father when we've never had any real proof.
Connie, we appreciate you coming back again.
I don't mind. Mr. Phelps explained that Duke Kramer insisted on seeing Philip in the penitentiary.
I think that visit might have confused him more than anything else. I'm hoping that talking with you will help somehow. Excuse me.
Yeah, Duke Kramer's here, Tom.
Send him in, Mike. Duke Kramer, I'd like you to meet Constance Lombard.
Lily, when I called your office, they said you were here on business.
I am. BRO is featuring its new line on patterns, and we're taping the rehearsal this afternoon.
Oh, do you mind if I hang around?
I'd love it.
Great.
Lily, you can't just leave me hanging. What do you mean Julie left town?
What's this about Julie?
She didn't show up the second day of her Mary Elizabeth shoot in Chicago. Andy called Caleb and said that she didn't know where she'd gone or why. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to make sure that everything's ready to go.
Lily, hi. Hi, Link. I didn't know you were coming to the taping.
I wouldn't miss this for the world.
Oh, dear. I invited Holden here for lunch. I didn't know you were coming.
I know.
Sorry.
I bumped into him already in the foyer.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
Lily, I'm gonna call Cal.
Okay. Ladies?
What are you doing out here?
When I first got here, I called Angel to see if she and Noelle got to Lake Geneva all right. And Lily showed up.
No, you know, let's just reschedule lunch.
No, it's okay. I can be in the same room with Lily. Did you speak to Caleb this morning?
No, why?
Lily said that Julie didn't show up for a modeling shoot in Chicago. Supposedly she left town. Nobody knows where she is.
Great. This is great. Okay, I'm gonna call the farm.
I went through all the changes with Ellie for the New York show.
Well, were you comfortable with some of the suggestions I made?
Oh, absolutely. I thought the descriptions were...
Hi, sorry we're late. I was busy on the phone answering RSVPs. You know, it looks like nobody's turned us down.
Even Jake Myerson, he's flying in.
Oh, that's just great, especially after he panned my last collection.
Now, that was last time. He's gonna love this new show. Give it raves.
Yeah, you tell her.
So, Ellie, on the way in, has M&A moved headquarters?
No, we're just taping a segment of the BRO rehearsal.
Oh, it's innovative. Hello, Barbara. Looks as though maybe we can finally have lunch together.
Seth, it's me. I'm with Holden. He told me about Julie. What's going on?
Ellie, I don't want to get into this on the phone.
Okay. How's Caleb holding up?
Not too well. Andy's here. He had a letter from Julie, but it doesn't give us a clue as to where she might have been headed.
Have you tried calling her ex-husband in Chicago?
Frank's here in Oakdale. He came by, but said he hadn't heard from her.
All right. As soon as I can get away, I'll drive out to the farm.
Ellie, there's no need for you to come back here. I can handle things on this front, okay? I'll call you, right? Okay. Bye-bye.
Andy, what if Tonio is involved? What can I do about it?
Well, you can't just sit around and do nothing. She's your wife.
You don't know the whole story, okay?
Yeah, I do. I know about Holden. Look, what you gotta understand is that Julie's hurting right now. She made a mistake, but that letter proves that she still loves you.
I don't know what to believe anymore, all right, Andy?
You should talk to him, Seth. I mean, Julie's an incredible woman. She's got a lot of guts, more than anybody I know. And she wouldn't just run away like that. I mean, that's what gets me scared. I mean, you gotta make him understand how much she still loves him.
Well, why do you think he just ran out of here? He's as much in love with Julie now as he ever was.
Whatever happened, Duke, I'd rather believe you're Dr. Dixon's son and not a child Philip never even acknowledged.
Yeah, me too. But, what I want to believe may not be the truth.
I know you saw him. What did he tell you?
Not much. I asked him straight out if I was his son. But all he ended up telling me about was a lavender box full of letters he supposedly wrote to my mom, which he then claims he had picked up at the hospital right after my grandmother died. Do you know about them?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Well, that's all he talked about.
He wanted something in return, didn't he?
Nah, you know, he's just playing hardball with me.
I know my husband, Duke. Please, tell me. What did Philip want?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Lombard. I made a bad slip. I told him I had seen you. But I didn't say where, and I swear to you, I didn't tell him anything else about you or about us meeting.
So Philip's looking for me. I should have known.
I'll get the DA.
I heard that, dude. I got it. Excuse me. Yeah, Mike, what's up?
Well, you should know, we spotted a guy driving past the house after Mr. Kramer arrived. He cruised by again a few minutes later and
pulled up in the next block. I sent one of my men over to check it out, but he took off.
Did you get a license on it?
No, the plate was covered with mud, but we did get a make of the vehicle.
Thanks. I don't like the sound of this much. I'm gonna give Margot a call over at the station, give her the description. He couldn't have gone far.
Joel, you check the smaller airfields and then you call customs at O'Hare. Yes, because even if Duncan left town under a different name, he's got to use his passport to get out of the country, right? Right. Get on it and get back to me.
I wish Duncan had left some clue as to where he and Sawyer tracked Lilith down the last time.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, but you know, I just can't help but think that Lilith deliberately lured him away so she'd get a clear shot at Shannon.
I hope you're wrong. Duncan would be devastated.
Sure would.
Still no word on that car that was seen near your house. I've got Simpson putting extra men in the vicinity.
Great, thanks. Now, I thought you were supposed to be over at the Mona Lisa watching Barbara's taping.
Yeah, I'm going to try to get over there. I want to make sure she's taking it easy. Speaking of which, how did you get Tom to let you work through Thanksgiving? Huh?
Well, now we discussed it rationally, and I convinced him that it was better if I kept busy.
In other words, he didn't back down until you won.
Exactly.
Buongiorno, amici.
I thought you were still roughing it in Italy.
Yes, well, it was hell. Yeah. But actually, I was looking for Tom. Is he around?
No, he's working at home today.
Listen, I heard about the grand jury verdict. That's great. And if it's any comfort, I talked to Jim Fitzgerald, and it looks like the verdict will effectively scuttle Corey Wallace's political ambitions.
One up for the people.
Yes.
Listen, you know, I think you'd be pretty terrific in public office yourself. Did you ever think of running for Attorney General?
Moi?
Vous?
Oh, wow. No, but actually, after this trip, I think I could probably handle anything I put my mind to.
Hiya.
Hi.
Why didn't you tell me that Susan had re-injured her back the way she did?
Oh, darling, I was instructed not to. She didn't want you to know. Talk to Duke about it. I believe everyone was told not to tell you.
What did Duke want to borrow your jet about?
I don't know, darling. I really don't. Andy didn't know. I don't know. So I decided to play that it was none of my business.
Something's really bothering that kid. He's back to doubting that I'm his father.
Did he actually say that?
He said that to me just this morning. He says that to me.
Lucinda, I need to know exactly. I've done it again.
That's all right. I've got to get back to the hospital.
Darling. Yeah, you know that your children are very precious to me. I mean, they are, and I want to do what I can. Ask Duke to come to the house for dinner. Maybe he'll open up to the two of us, okay?
Yeah, maybe. I will. If he doesn't want to do that, I'm going to ask him if he'll have dinner with me someplace, I don't know, anywhere. Alone, just the two of us. Maybe he'll talk.
On your first night? Oh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll call you.
Your children are very precious to me. You do anything. And why don't you give Duke proof that he's John's son?
Shut up. Are you in here to talk to me about something important, or are you here to torment me?
I need to know exactly when you want me to go to New York to check out those executives.
Yesterday. I want you to go to Outer Mongolia. I have a few resumes posted from there. Stay there.
Well, if you watched your nature shows, you'd know that it's very beautiful in Outer Mongolia this time of year. Maybe I can get Ellie to go with me, at your expense, of course.
You can't, because Kruger is back in town.
Well, now that you've mentioned Kruger, I just want you to know that I think it's going to be kind of tough getting him back to Walsh. According to Ellie, Sean is going to be sent over to Zurich. So I think that Gavin may be committed to M&A.
Well, darling, you're just going to have to do something. You have to uncommit the guy, right? I mean, you'll have to make Walsh much more attractive. You're not going to lie down and play dead, are you?
Oh, I never said I was.
Oh, good.
I'm just telling you that it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, well...
Because Sean's over there, and because Ellie's at M&A.
Yes, Jane? Send her in.
I'll get out of here.
No, wait. Hi.
Hi.
Well, you are an absolute vision.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Vic, how was the trip?
Oh, well, it was just wonderful. It was miraculous. The sea air. I mean, really, the transfer. Don't change a hair for me. Not if you care for me. Not until I can show you off to everyone. I bet your family didn't even recognize you.
Well, they haven't been home. I haven't been home yet. One of the rules of the contest were that I stop at the office first before I
Wait a minute, you
go
haven't
anywhere.
talked to anybody in the family yet?
No, not since I talked to you last night, but I got the feeling that something's wrong.
Well, yeah, nobody wanted to dump it all on you while you were on vacation.
You want to tell me now?
I'll tell you what, why don't we go out to lunch and I can tell you everything there. We'll find some place that's nice and quiet where we can talk. What do you say? Come on, it's my treat.
And here?
It's even stronger than before.
I guess Bob has a magic touch. I'm very pleased with your progress, Susan.
Well, does this rule out surgery?
Well, it's too early now to make any promises, but if Susan's condition continues to improve, we'll be ruling out surgery very soon.
Thank goodness. Not that I don't trust you.
It's okay. I've got a full schedule in the OR as it is.
Yeah, I know you've been swamped, but I think things are going to ease up a little bit. I just got confirmation that Steve Kozak is going to be coming on staff here.
Well, he's one of the top neurologists in the country. I'm surprised he's willing to locate.
How are you going to feel about sharing duties as head of neurology?
You know, I can't wait. Maybe I'll finally find out what people mean by a long weekend. Now, if you gentlemen will excuse me, I'd like to run a few more tests on Susan.
Sure. Bob, can I talk to you for a minute?
I'll see you later, Susan.
Thanks, Bob, for everything.
I was just wondering if you might have any idea what's eating Duke.
Well, he told me that he wasn't ready to talk about it, and Tom suggests that we just give him time to work it out himself.
Kim said the same thing.
You've seen Kim since you've been back?
Yeah. I stopped by the house. She was the one that told me about Susan. As a matter of fact, she came by here to see Susan, but changed her mind. I can't say I really blame her.
I just talked to my producer. The camera crew will be here in about an hour or so.
Well, all right. I'll close up as soon as my lunch crowd ladies. Come on over here.
Oh, good.
And here she is. Oh, hi.
I'll be right back.
Okay, fine.
I wonder what Julie's ex is doing here.
Seth said he went out to the farm. He was worried about Julie.
Yeah, sure he is. According to Julie, he never gave a damn about her.
Well, I didn't know that you were so interested in fashion, Mr. Kruger.
Oh, please call me Gavin. Actually, I was hoping your lovely niece would help me rescue my own floundering fashion house in New York.
Well, first I have to rescue my own.
Well, listen, I'm going to let you guys get back to work. I got a lot to do this afternoon.
Listen, you're not leaving because of Holden, are you?
No, of course not. But are you going to be all right?
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Good, then I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Holden.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
I was asking you what you heard Lucinda say to Lily on the phone when she was down in Houston with Link.
She made it sound like Lily and Link were already lovers. Lily might do something impetuous like marry him. Same way she did Derek.
Ellie, excuse me, darling. Tom's on the phone. He tracked you down through your office.
Oh, well, that must be important. Excuse me. Thank
Right over
you.
there,
Okay.
Holden. Julie. Well, I know. Julie told me what happened, and... Look, I know a lot of people are hurting right now. But I really do believe that the love that Caleb and Julie have for each other will survive anything.
I'm not so sure about that, Lisa. Julie's run off.
Tom, I cannot wait. We're just starting to tape Barbara's new segment, and I've told you and Jess everything I know about the Lombard case.
Look, something's come up, and I need Emily here, too. Don't tell anyone where we're meeting. It's critical that we keep a lid on this.
All right. I'll have to talk to Emily. We'll be there in about 20 minutes.
What's up?
Oh, that was Tom. He wants Emily and me to come over. He wants to talk to us about the Lombard case. When you see Kirk, will you tell him to call me about dinner?
Well, that reminds me. He wanted me to give you a message. He said he misses you like crazy, and he wishes that you two could have those same cozy little lunches you had while you were at Walsh.
He did. Oh, that's so sweet.
Oh, wow. Looks crowded.
Oh, I hope you can get a table. Now,
Oh, you know I won't forget. I can't wait.
Yeah, I'm at a place called the Mona Lisa. Listen, I just figured I'd call and find out if there's been any word from Julie.
No, nothing new since this morning, Frank. Look, why don't you go on back to Chicago? Maybe she'll try and get in touch with you and the kids.
Hey, if she checks in, I'm sure my old lady will let me know. Besides, I'd rather stay put. I mean, I figure Julie's bound to show up here sooner or later.
Well, suit yourself. Just let us know if you hear anything.
What did he have to say?
He was wondering if we had heard anything from Julie.
Oh, as if he really cares.
Andy, I'm sorry I stormed out like that.
No,
That wasn't right.
I was out of line. But I really care about Julie.
Yeah, I know you do.
Hey, Andy had an idea. Why don't you call the bank, see if Julie made any withdrawals. If we could figure out how much money she had with her, we might be able to figure out how far she would go.
Yeah,
I wrote the number of the bank down there.
Okay, thanks, Seth. Miss Fisher, please. Miss Fisher, this is Caleb Snyder. My wife and I opened a joint account there sometime in March. I was wondering if I couldn't find out when the last withdrawal or the last check written was. The account number is 02100148. Yeah, thanks. Yeah. Well, okay. Thank you very much. No, the last check written was by me. She hadn't touched the account.
Well, then that's a good sign. She couldn't have gone very far.
Or she could be on her way back right now.
That's right.
Listen, Andy, can I bring this letter over to Lisa? There might be a clue in it as to where Julie might be.
Sure, I need to lift into town anyway.
Link.
Hi, Caleb.
Hey.
I heard about Julie. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Look, for what it's worth, I believed her when she said that she loved you.
Son, how did you know that she left?
Well, I saw Lily at the Mona Lisa.
That's
weird.
I can let you know.
Thanks. You're not bad for the DA. Anyway, I'm going to be back tonight to pick up Leanne for the rock concert at the Cellar tonight.
Well, I'll let her know. I know she's feeling a little left out.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready to tell her what's going on yet, but I will.
Well, I understand. Hang in there, and I'll let you know as soon as we know anything. Okay?
Thanks. I just hope it's what I want to hear.
Well, I tracked down Jessica and Jason. They'll be over here shortly. I'll fill them in on the details.
I wish I could help, Duke. But even remembering Philip's blood type doesn't rule him out as a possible father.
I'll get it. Thanks. I think it's true.
Ellie Snyder and Emily Stewart are here?
Yeah, that's good. Come on in. Hi.
Hi, Margot. Honey. Hi, Tanya.
Hi,
Emily. I'm gonna put on some fresh coffee.
I'm going to help.
I've been so worried about both of you. But the authorities, I wanted to write or phone, but they warned us not to telephone any outside contact.
We're not really a threat to Philip. We've been fine, Connie. Connie, how are Marjorie and the kids?
Oh, they're wonderful. We have a beautiful home. It wasn't like being in hiding at all. The children were very happy.
Well, Brock would be very pleased. I still miss him a great deal.
We all do. But he'd want us to keep going and try to find a little happiness.
Well, I'm trying.
Excuse me, would you like some coffee?
Thank you, Tom. It's so wonderful seeing Emily and Ellie.
Connie, I didn't know how you'd feel about seeing me after the article and Philip came out in Inside Oakdale. I had nothing to do with that. That's the main reason I left Walsh.
I don't blame you. I must admit I was a little hurt when Philip spread all those awful lies about me.
Well, if it's any comfort to you, that article is what tipped us as to what Philip's defense was going to be. It's an excellent chance he's going to be found guilty on all counts, including murder 1.
Then it will finally be over.
We'll put this at the top of the show, okay?
Okay. I don't know, call it maternal instinct or something, but Lily is upset.
Probably because Holden's here. Now, don't change the subject. I was asking you about Jason.
Well, we met on the cruise, and he thought I was Lady Astor, parading up and down the deck in another outfit every 5 minutes, and, you know, and I thought he was a rich playboy. What can I tell you?
Benedict?
Yeah, and then we found out who each other was, and we had a great time.
Well, I really can't see you with political barracuda like Benedict. I mean, he chews people up in courtrooms, you know.
Well, fortunately, we weren't in the courtroom. We were... Anyway, we had a really great time together. So, tell me what's going on here.
Well, I hate to lay this on you first day back from vacation. Okay. Julie and Caleb have been having big problems, and things really became unglued.
Well, here's to a long and successful relationship.
Right, got it. Thanks.
Hey. You know, I really don't like Gavin Kruger hanging around Mom so much. He has this way of moving in on women. I saw him do it with Emily.
Paul, your mom and I are fine. I'm not worried the least bit about Mr. Kruger.
Lily.
Excuse me.
I really need to speak to you a minute.
Holden, I am very busy. I have a lot to do before we start taping.
Listen, why don't you just...
Honey, Link is on the phone for you.
Thank you, Lisa. Well, hi. I didn't expect to hear from you so soon.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Pretty good. I think we're going to start taping soon.
Great. Is Holden still there?
Yeah, but I haven't said 2 words to him, so I think he'll leave pretty soon.
Well, listen, do you think we could maybe meet later?
Yeah. Listen, where are you?
Well, right now I'm at your grandmother's farm.
How's Caleb doing?
He's pretty upset, but he's trying to hang in there.
All right, well, I'll be there when I'm done here. And give Caleb my love. Okay, bye-bye.
Stop running away from me. We need to talk.
Holden, we have nothing left to say. You slept with your brother's wife. The thought of that just makes me ill.
Who needs him, right? Yeah. Listen, if you hear from Julie, give me a call.
You sound awfully interested.
Just call me.
Oh, that's just horrible. Poor Caleb. I mean, why would Julie's ex-husband do such a thing?
Well, I think he was blackmailing Julie about her affair with Link, and then when she wouldn't play along, he had to get even.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Caleb found out about Tonio, and he forgave Julie for that, so maybe they'll be able to work things out.
Well, there's one other thing. After the big blow-up, Julie went to stay with Lisa. And late one night, Caleb went to the penthouse to talk to Julie, and he found her with Holden.
Iva, I need to speak to you about something important.
Let me ask you just one question. Why are you starting in with all this garbage about me not being your father because you don't have any real proof? What is this?
Well, that's the truth. All we know is we have the same blood type. That doesn't prove anything.
You think I need a bunch of genetic tests to let me know who you are? You're my son. I have absolutely no doubt about that.
Hi.
Hi.
Didn't expect to see you home so early.
I thought we should talk.
Oh,
That session was pretty intense.
I don't feel like going through all of that again. This has been the world's longest day.
John told me that he saw you at the hospital. How come you didn't let me know you were there?
Hello?
Hi,
Hey, Andy.
son. I heard you were back.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
How was the shoot?
Well, the shoot was kind of weird, actually. Tonio showed up in Chicago, and he must have gotten to Julie somehow because she didn't even show up at the location this morning. And she left me a letter saying that she couldn't come back to Oakdale.
Well, for heaven's sakes. Well, you said that she and Caleb were having some kind of problems. Do you think that had anything to do with her leaving?
Well, it could be, but I don't trust Tonio at all. And I don't think it was a coincidence that he showed up and she took off.
And what about you? How are you?
Oh, fine. I'm just worried about her, that's all.
I'm sorry, honey. Listen, why don't you stay and have dinner with us tonight, huh?
Well, I can't, actually. I promised that I'd go to a rock concert with Paul.
Oh, okay.
I know that you guys started counseling today. How did that go, huh?
Well, it's a start.
Well, it's good. All right, I'm gonna get going. I'll see you later.
All right, honey. Have fun
Bye,
tonight.
Bob.
Bye.
See you, Andy. You still haven't answered my question. Why didn't you let me know you came to the hospital? John said that you changed your mind about seeing Susan.
That's right. You were in her room with her. Two of you were holding hands, laughing, having, I don't know, whatever.
Susan had some feeling in her legs for the first time. Hopefully it means that she won't need surgery. Naturally, we were both excited about it and...
Okay, all right, fine. Good, I'm glad for Susan. What I saw was a lot more than a doctor and a colleague being pleased over signs of recovery. When I see the two of you together like that, it proves to me that you do have feelings that are much deeper than you are willing to admit to yourself or to me.
If that's true, why am I working so hard to keep this marriage together? I love you, not Susan.
If you love me so much, then why the hell did you sleep with her? All right, I know. I have asked the question a million times. Wouldn't you think by now I would know? There is no answer.
Oh, I wish there was.
I've almost stopped wishing. And that scares me. A lot.
Look, as bad as things are, at least we're trying. We're here. Together.
Oh, so what does that prove? I mean, we exist in the same house. Doesn't it bother you that we're living a lie?
I don't believe that.
Listen, it's getting harder each day. Not easier, harder. Susan may be on her way to recovery, but our marriage is going right down the drain.
Hey, Lily. I just heard. Let's go to the penthouse. We can talk.
No, Lisa, I'd rather not. There are just too many bad memories.
I understand, but, honey, you've got so many wonderful memories, too. Now, you have to hang on to the good ones.
Look, Andy came by the farm with a letter that Julie had left for him at their hotel in Chicago. She also left a note for you, and I was hoping it might have a clue as to why she left or where she was going.
Julie, no.
Well, thanks a lot for helping me out with that, Link.
Oh, no problem, Seth. Hey, I'm surprised to see him and Cal come back yet.
Well, I'm glad they've stayed away. Mama needs a break from all the stuff that's been going on around here.
Dad?
Oh, Mercy.
Hi. Oh, you haven't seen me.
No.
Give me a hug.
You look
Good
like
to
a
see
movie
you.
star.
Oh, I do not. I do not. Hi, Lee.
Hello,
Eva. How are
It's
you?
good to see you.
You too.
So I came home. The house was empty. Is Caleb out working in the field?
No, he had to go into town to see Lisa.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Kirk told me he told you everything. Well, yeah, I'm still in shock. Does Caleb know where Julie is now?
No, I don't think so.
Well, you know, Kirk and I were talking. We thought it might be a good idea if we called Julie's mom in Seattle. I mean, information has to have the number, right?
Right. I'm not sure that'll do much good.
Well, it's worth a shot. Didn't she go out there in June when she was sick and visit her? She might be there.
Ellie, Julie never went to Seattle. Her mom was never sick. It was all just one big lie.
Mother? Oh, hi, dear.
Hi.
Gosh, a ray of light in the end of a dull, dull day.
Mother, I need to talk to you.
Okay. What about?
About the phone call that you and I had while I was in Houston with Link.
Yes. It seems to me we had one phone call, didn't we?
Yes, we did. And I called to say that I arrived safely. It was simple and to the point. Yeah? Where's this heading, dear? Well, if I remember, I didn't say anything about my relationship with Link or how I felt about him. And you didn't warn me about not being impetuous and jumping into some kind of a relationship like I did with Derek.
Completely at sea.
Ellie told me that Holden walked in here that day and heard you on the phone with me talking about Link. You made it sound like we were lovers.
Ellie told you?
Ellie?
You mean Ellie Snyder, as in Holden Snyder? Really, darling? You don't understand about Ellie. Ellie left me to work for you because she was mad at me. Now, clearly, Ellie is compounding this with interest, you know?
Ellie would not lie about something like that. Holden tried to tell me about the phone call, but I wouldn't listen to him.
Dear, what difference does this make? You said you were over your feelings for Holden.
This isn't about Holden, Mother. It's about you and me. It's never really been about Holden. I want the truth. All right, please, no more lies.
Dear, Ellie and Holden, they're the ones that are lying to you, for heaven's sake. You're a very bright girl, except when you look at a Snyder, and then you are blind.
Mother, please, just tell me the truth about this phone call so I don't have to go to Holden.
Darling, I've told you the truth.
Lucinda, I need some advice on this report.